So 90 minutes of this two-legged semi-final are behind us, and it remains anyone's game. It is the visitors who come here with a narrow advantage, having won their home leg, but there is plenty of scope for a change in fortune, and there have been questions raised as to whether the result ought to have been more decisive first time round. There's not an awful lot that can be done about that now. Maintain the status quo and they will go through, something that the hosts will have a lot to say about. Of course, the tifosi of Lazio have always been known for their extraordinary passion, something which is so very evident here today. So the overwhelming question here is whether the away team have already done enough.
Well, the visitors could have maybe pushed a bit harder in the first leg, Peter, but it is what it is, and they have to judge this carefully nonetheless. I suspect they'll settle for something in the middle of cautious and at times maybe a little careless. But don't be surprised if this aggregate score swings about in this second leg. It could give us some telling entertainment.
So off we go then. Pedro. Luis Alberto. Felipe Anderson. Felipe Anderson is onto it and can take it up. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ball's gone out of play. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Lucas with a delicate ball.
There's been quite a few crosses coming in from that left-hand side. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Pedro clips one through. And the counter is on. He's found his man. Son Heung-min finds himself offside.
Immobile really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Radu. Savic. He'll have a go. And that's off target.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Savic. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Felipe Anderson. What a throw in. Hoists it forward. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Luis Alberto. And it's played forward. And it's got through. Felipe Anderson. And that's out of reach. Kane spreads it towards the left. Son Heung-min. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Tottenham Hotspur seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Durmisi drives it forward. And the semi-final reaches halfway. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
Well, it's become an exercise in preservation, Peter. I think it's been a much more even affair, and there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks. They look happy to frustrate and contain and just wait for a chance now.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back underway here. So, deadlock, big chance! It's anyone's ball. Luis Alberto. Radu. Husai. Lucas tries to get it forward quickly. Luis Alberto. And here's Pedro. Pedro delivers across. A really good feat. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Kane. Husai. Luis Alberto goes looking.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
And here's Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. He's gone for it! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
Luis Alberto with the crossfield ball. Good idea. This is gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Radu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries great leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Radu pushes to get on the end of it. Luis Alberto. Gets away from his opponents. That's the throw. Felipe Anderson. Luis Alberto. Goes for goal! Goal! beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Has a hit! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! Late in the day, this could well be it! All over in seconds, that's what they can do to you.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but what about the sense of urgency and desire to move the ball with such pace on the break as soon as it was retrieved? Oh, they've really made such a big effort to get themselves in front at this late stage. Great stuff.
Romagnoli gets into the right position to intercept. Gets the better of his man. And that will be the final act. They have made it, and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. Well, given the outcome of the first game, Jim, what are you thinking now?
Well, they did all their good work in the first leg.